Hello, it's me again. This is I'm doing another video onto this while inside of another while loop. My last video that I did a while loop. I explained how a while loop works. So now we're gonna do a video where we're gonna have a while loop inside another while loop. Okay. Ideally we're gonna have to display some stars as an example. I just choose this example because when I was learning how to develop, so this is one of the example that helped me to understand how this restriction of while loop works. So for those of you that join us now, just bear with me, follow through the video, you understand, and you can go through my previous videos to understand more. So let's try to go into it. Let's start coding. Okay, so first we need to declare, as I say to you guys, we need first to declare another variable. We're gonna use um, um so let's say we're using a variable called, you just declare int, we call max, just max like maximum value. So let us assign the value to 10 for now. The user, we're gonna output our own value. So let's say the int, declare another value. Let's say let's use I equal to 1, right? So now this is where we need to put the condition. We said while, okay, and then here inside we're gonna put the condition. We said I, which is the value that we declared there, let's say it's less than max. So let's use max value there. So then we're gonna open the bracket, and then inside here, first thing first, we're gonna input what we want to display. So we say console dot, we're gonna write in there, you can say right line, or you can say right line, or you can just say right, it's the same thing. So here we're gonna pass a string, whatever we want to display. So let's say we want to display the star to check. Okay, so then we close that. Now for us to make spaces, so we're gonna do console to create space, console for space dot right line again. So we just put a blank one. This will give space. Okay, so let me just scroll down so that you can see what I'm doing. And then now, okay, so now, this is the answer what we want to print. But the issue is our first statement, which is while if max is less than I is less than max. Okay, we didn't have any, we didn't declare anything, and we didn't even put another loop, while loop. Remember, we're gonna use two while. So let's declare there. We're gonna say declare another integer. We can declare, maybe let's say j equals to, assign it to 0 also, and then after that let's do now another while. Remember, we're doing two while loop, isn't it? So we do while, and then here we're gonna use the new variable that we just added now. So we say j, that value plus plus, and then is gonna be what? It's gonna be less than I, the value of I, which our other value. So so we do that while loop, which is the second condition, and then in the end of the second message, right here in the end here, we're gonna say I, which is our value, plus plus, to increment the loop. Okay, so then just after the loop, we're gonna say console dot read line, and then close the bracket. Okay, that is it. So let's try, let me first save. Now let's try to run this and see what we're gonna have while we're running this application. So we're gonna see what we're gonna have while we're running this application. Let's see. It might take a little while because the first time that I run I debug the application. So this process is called debugging. So So it might take a little while. But anyway, this one here is we have a while loop inside of another while loop. Okay, because we want to draw these stars that you see there. So then we need two loop. Alright, so let's just see how this thing going to be when this process goes through. Almost there. Okay, so you see we got in the corner there, you can see we got the stars here. Got the stars there. Okay, so let's just see what did we do wrong, because then it doesn't look like. Okay, so let's do this, and then you can take this one here, put it inside that loop, just put a bracket. I didn't do anything. The only thing I added here is just a bracket. Only added the bracket, and then yeah, that's okay. Only add the bracket. So let's try to run it again. I didn't do anything. I just, the loop was inside the loop, but there was no bracket, so I prefer to put inside the bracket, and let's see what we're gonna see now. Okay, so at least we got some stars in the corner with space. There's space in between the stars. There's space in between the stars. Okay, so now let's see what can we do. Let's go back to the application and see what we can do. What else can we do? So still loading. Okay, so this is what I did. Right, so I had value of I, and then I have a max with values. Then I said while I is less than this value, which is what the value of I. The value of I is 1, and what's the value of max is 10. So yes, so it goes through here. Then here I said int j equal to 0, j plus plus greater than I, and then I mean greater than I, less than I, no, less than I. Okay, so then it checks here. Then it's gonna write this. We're gonna write this first, and then we're gonna have a space in between them, and then we're gonna increment this value of y. So here, what we the first one was, okay. So let me just first do this. Okay, so it's here. Okay, for me not to confuse you guys, let's do this. Let's put j. Let's increment j first. Okay, then here in the end here, we can also increment the I. So let's say the I is that put plus plus and put a comma there. Okay, so let me save this and run it again. So I didn't do much of change, just that I put the count down on the outside, but then it's gonna increase the count. You see, it's a long count. So ideally, for you to have few of those, so that's why I put the count inside the loop. I put the count inside the loop for j, and I just put I inside there, so that we can have minimum stars appeared into the application. Now, maybe now this makes sense. Maybe now you understand. So let's go back again and try to run it. As I said to you, a while loop is just a for loop broken in piece. Can you see? At least here there's a limit. It stops somewhere. It doesn't show everything. A while loop is just a loop. It's just a while loop is just a for loop which is broken in pieces. Okay. So this was an example where I had to use two loops. Two loop. The first loop is this one, and I use the second loop here, so I can be able to run this application to display the stars. So people have different way of displaying the stars. You can display them in a shape of a tree or whatever you want. It's up to you how you want to how you wanna display it. So this was the way I choose to do on this video, to display it on this manner, so that you guys can see. So you can go through it slowly by yourself. And then you can also do different type of display. You can display differently. You can use different example of how to display this. Let's see, for instance, you can even do, if I want, I can do this, and then I can say, um, mm, I can do that, can add that too, can add that. If I run it, you see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen. So you can play around with it, I think one of the way of learning code is playing around with it. The more you play around with the code, the better you're gonna become. Code is about coding, so you need to code as much as possible to make it easier for yourself. So yeah, you can go through it and then do your own stuff, make your own change, and then learn more. You can even change the way we display our 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 stars. You can display them in a different way. It's up to you. So you can do that. Yeah, thank you very much. Please do subscribe to my videos and like them, and then I'll post more videos on how to code, to help people that willingly want to learn how to code to learn how to code. So yeah, thank you very much. I think um, I look forward for the next video. Please do practice this that we're doing here. Do it by yourself on your own time, in your own space. Learn more, and then believe me, it's gonna help you a lot in terms of um, you're learning how to code. All right, okay. So don't forget, development C# is not that difficult. You just need to understand some principle and some concept, and if you got them right, then you're not gonna have a problem. The only thing you need to remember, just don't declare a reserve wait like you cannot declare a variable, call it while or if. Understand? You cannot declare a variable, you call it console. You cannot do that. Those are reserved word for C#. So you can call it any other name that you prefer. You can choose. You can even use your own name. It's fine, but just don't name it a reserved word, which is a problem. That's all you need to learn about um, the coding in C#. Another thing is that, remember, we only need what we need: input and what and output, and also process, which is the IPO. So we explained it in my first video, but then we also discussed what variable and data type. So you understand now what data type, what variable, and then how to use them. Okay, data type. We say data type. What data type does? Data type identify the type of variable that you storing, and then also allow you to have a length, which is a required length for your variable. So it identify the variable, the data type. So yeah, take all this together, go through it, learn until next video. I think you guys should be fine. Then we're gonna carry on from where we left off. Okay, thank you.